commiserations, Hendo. A real gutting loss today at Batley, just a couple points from the win. What are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, I think ultimately we probably, in the end got what we deserved. We weren't good enough for long enough periods of that game. And that's an area of focus for us at the moment. We have to get more consistency in doing the little things better for longer than the opposition. And I think it probably is epitomised with the way we started the game. The first two sets we had, we knew going up the hill was always going to be a challenge. To get field position and territory and get opportunity. And you look at the first two sets and we come up with an error on both the first two sets, which then ultimately means that it gives Batley field position, it gives them opportunity, and it meant there that we were always pretty much coming off our own line 5 or 10 out. So I think we only had one good ball attacking set in that first half, which we sort of accept anyway, that you are going to find territory and field position hard to come by going up the hill, but it doesn't help when you start the way we did. Obviously going in at 10-0, you're still a chance coming down the hill. You're within reach there, and I thought we started the second half great kick off. You know what I mean? We forced the goal line dropout and we had a try chalked off, but then unfortunately off the back of that we just didn't respond well enough to that decision. Yes, it went against us, but we just got to deal with it, and unfortunately we didn't. We give away a penalty which gives Batley an opportunity and some good field position, and they score a bit of a breakaway try, and then again we give them another opportunity off an error coming out of backfield when Miles gets the ball stolen one-on-one, and they dive over. So we've got to be better defensively. We've got to be better with reacting to things that maybe don't go in our favour, and that was the disappointing thing for me today. I have to say that the final sort of 25 minutes or 20 minutes of that 25-minute period, I thought we turned a bit of a corner, and I thought Adahangano was a big part of that. The way he was playing through that middle third, and I just felt we sort of got a little bit more direct in the way we played, and we got a little bit more sort of genuine push around the ball, and I thought we had Batley really on the ropes there and on the back foot, and we get to within 4 points with sort of 8 to 10 to go, and myself and Jed up the top there were thinking, mate, we can win this game. 100% we can win. You can feel it, but unfortunately we sort of forced the play on the halfway line, and probably just lacked that little bit of composure at that moment in time. We didn't need to chase with 8 minutes to go. Like plenty of time left, plenty of sets left, and an opportunity to score. And I just felt we tried to chase it a little bit there, and we come unstuck. And unfortunately, we just couldn't then get that field position back. We're back in that position to score points in the final sort of 4 or 5 minutes. So, so it's a tough one to take, because I know if we'd have got the result today, it would have moved us further up the table, and things are looking brighter there. But unfortunately, we weren't good enough for long enough periods today, Joni.
As you say, a real tough one to take, and a shame with that sort of second win towards the second half there. Yeah. But what are you saying to the boys going forward? We've obviously got Whitehaven next Sunday, and then the 1895 Cup semi-finals against a real tough side, Sheffield. What are you going to take from today to kind of bring the game to the next few games? Yeah,
well, look, we've had a good chat in the change rooms there, and it was a good opportunity for both players and coaches to sort of voice their thoughts and opinions, and have some honesty there. And I think that's the thing, as players there, they've got to reflect on today and have a real good look at certainly the areas that they need to fix up, and they've got to fix them up pretty quickly. As coaches, we'll do our best to continue to support them and help them to try and get back on the horse, so to speak, and perform well. But ultimately, people have to take that responsibility on. And there's too many players at the moment that just aren't performing well enough or consistently well enough in their position and in their role. For me, we still conceded 22 points today. So ultimately, we've got to be better defensively. Regardless. So you look through the course of the game, again, there was still too many times where Batley players were stood up, or we had people left on the ground. So we've got to have a big focus on our defence at the moment, Joni, and get that right first.
Amazing. Well, thanks again for speaking to us, Hendo. Thank you.
No, thanks very much, and just a big shout out to the travel and support today, Joni. I thought they were first class today. I thought their energy was great, and they really did their best to encourage the team and get them across the line. So we thank them for their support today.